Are you willing to admit here today, Mr. Administrator, that you don't have any evidence of waste, fraud, and abuse?
I'm happy to go through the list. Would you like me to, Senator?
Why was that evidence not presented in court? If you have
it was. I'll do it right now. You ready, Senator?
No, I'm asking.
No, you want me to? I could go through the entire list right now. Would you like me to?
Why was it not presented?
You want it? I'm going to do it. I'll start. Let's see how far down the list you let me go before you cut me off.
It was asked yesterday. It was asked.
Cut me off before the first example of evidence.
It was asked in court yesterday.
Want to know the evidence, Senator, or not?
When your lawyer was asked to present it before a federal district court judge yesterday, there was
to get the money out as fast as possible before the Trump administration comes in.
The fossil fuel industry is pocketing billions in government giveaways, while renewable energy programs designed to create jobs, cut emissions, and lower family energy bills are being strangled. Senator Ed Markey is fed up, and in this heated hearing, he puts the EPA chief on blast for freezing the Green Bank and Solar Bank programs that Congress already approved and funded. What happens next? The EPA gets caught in a contradiction so blatant that it exposes the entire strategy: protect big oil at all costs, even if it means lying to Congress and running away from the truth in court. This isn't just about policy. It's about whether clean energy gets a fair shot or whether the fossil fuel lobby gets to keep writing the rules of the game.
Senator Markey, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just want to get to this crocodile tear concern, which the Trump administration has, the oil and gas boys have about the greenhouse gas program, the Green Bank and the Solar Bank. You know, they're both programs that are very effective, but being stopped by this administration. I just wanted to point out the $170 billion of fossil fuel giveaways that are already in the pipeline for the Trump administration for the fossil fuel industry. Meanwhile, we had the Green Bank and the Solar Bank, which is a grand total of $27 billion, which McKinsey says is going to unleash $250 billion worth of private sector investment. Meanwhile, the richest industries in the world are getting $170 billion worth of giveaways, royalty relief, tax breaks over the very same period of time. I don't hear anybody saying that we should be taking those breaks away from the oil and gas and coal industry. They just want to kill the competition. Wind, solar, all-electric vehicles, anything that would be reducing the need for oil and gas in our country. So that's, unfortunately, the state of affairs that we have with this administration at this point in time. They're terminating the very programs meant to face the challenges that are being presented on a nightly basis on every television station in America of these tornadoes, these violent storms that are intensifying. So let me just move to the bank and what the administration has been saying and doing. In a recent study, we can see that it's going to save a lot of money, a lot of funding for families across our country if we move in that direction. You have decided, Mr. Administrator, to carry out a baseless witch hunt against the Green Bank and against the Solar Bank. These funds have been frozen now for months, and we already know what you're going to say, that there is, quote, rampant waste, fraud, and abuse and conflicts of interest. When the district court judge asked if EPA could offer any evidence of a violation of a federal criminal law, your lawyer responded, "I cannot do so, Your Honor." Are you willing to admit here today, Mr. Administrator, that you don't have any evidence of waste, fraud, and abuse?
I'm happy to go through the list. Would you like me to, Senator?
Why was that evidence not presented in court, if you have it?
It was. I'll do it right now. You ready, Senator?
No, I'm asking.
No, you want me to? I could go through the entire list right now. Would you like me to?
Why was it not presented?
You want it? I'm going to do it. I'll start. Let's see how far down the list you'll let me go before you cut me off.
It was asked yesterday. It was asked.
Cut me off before the first example of evidence.
It was asked in court yesterday.
Want to know the evidence, Senator, or not?
When your lawyer was asked to present it before a
Biden
federal district
EPA
court
official
judge
says
yesterday,
now it's
there
how
was
to get
no
the money out as fast as possible before the Trump administration comes in. It's like we're on the Titanic and we're throwing gold bars off of the edge. I'll give you another example.
I'm going to give you an example.
Appalachian Community Capital plans to use $215 million.
I'm going to reclaim my time,
So
Madam Chair.
I can't
Madam
go
Chair,
through
I'm
the
going to
evidence.
reclaim
We're
my
just
time.
believe that there
Madam
is
Chair,
none.
please bring this hearing to order.
Not a court.
Okay, yeah, you've said that...
You want to declare there's no evidence, but you don't want me to go through the list of
You've
evidence.
said that there are grants that are unqualified recipients. You've said
so let me talk
EPA
about
hunt
it.
for shady deals and gold bars. And yesterday in federal district court, your lawyer defending a lawsuit by groups that want access to their own funds, which this Congress appropriated, said repeatedly that the EPA was not claiming there has been any violation by any of these groups. That's your lawyer yesterday in court.
I'm standing right in front of you. You have the EPA administrator right here offering to go through a list of evidence, and you're saying you don't want me to go through it.
Your lawyer was in court
Biden
yesterday,
panel
and your
reviewing
lawyer
the application for Power Communities, a nonprofit coalition.
Here's what your lawyer said to a judge yesterday.
That was selected to receive $2 billion.
Your lawyer
Questioning the
yesterday,
salaries it planned
Mr.
to pay
Roth,
its
said, I am not accusing
salary
anyone
structure
of
for top
fraud. You can
officers seems high for a
filibuster this,
nonprofit.
Mr.
Wondering if
Zeldin, but
it's
you
a
can't
filibuster?
run from the truth. Your lawyer yesterday said in court, I am not accusing anyone of fraud.
The
But you keep
gentleman's time has
You keep
expired.
using this inflammatory language
The
without
gentleman's
any
time
evidence
has
being
expired.
presented in court in order to defend these public accusations
Wasted
you
your
make.
entire 5
But
minutes
before
without
a court
allowing
of
me
law
to
where there
answer
would
to
be
go
strict
through the entire
penalties.
Senator Ed
Time has
Markey opened with a
expired.
blunt
The chair
reality check.
recognizes
While the
Mr.
fossil fuel industry is showered with $170 billion in subsidies, tax breaks, and royalty relief under the Trump administration, clean energy programs worth only $27 billion are being frozen. And yet, those smaller clean energy funds, the Green Bank and Solar Bank, are projected to unlock $250 billion in private investment, creating jobs and driving innovation. Markey's argument was simple but devastating. The wealthiest industry on the planet is being propped up with taxpayer money, while the very programs designed to provide competition wind, solar, and electric vehicles are deliberately sabotaged. This, Markey said, isn't fiscal responsibility. It's a rigged market designed to keep fossil fuels dominant. From there, the clash turned personal. Markey pressed EPA Administrator Zeldin about the administration's claim that the clean energy funds were riddled with waste, fraud, and abuse. Just one day earlier, in a federal courtroom, the EPA's own lawyer was asked point-blank by a judge if they had any evidence of fraud in these programs. The lawyer's response? I cannot do so, Your Honor. In other words, no evidence exists. Yet here in front of Congress, Administrator Zeldin claimed he had a list of problems ready to read out loud. Markey immediately cut him off, reclaiming his time and hammering home the contradiction. If the evidence exists, why didn't your lawyer present it to a federal judge yesterday? The back and forth grew heated. Zeldin insisted he could rattle off example after example of supposed problems, while Markey refused to let him spin, demanding accountability for the courtroom testimony. The exchange revealed a dangerous double standard deny fraud in court, where perjury carries consequences, but throw around accusations in Congress where sound bites matter more than facts. Markey wasn't having it, and his frustration boiled over as he accused the EPA of running a baseless witch hunt against clean energy while letting big oil walk away with billions in giveaways. What makes this fight so important is not just the hypocrisy, but the stakes. While the Green Bank and Solar Bank remain frozen, families across America are facing the consequences of climate change, tornadoes, violent storms, and disasters that play out nightly on television screens. Instead of unleashing programs designed to help communities transition to clean energy, the administration is blocking them to protect fossil fuel monopolies. Markey's analogy captured it perfectly. It's like being on the Titanic and throwing gold bars into the ocean. The government is tossing aside solutions at the exact moment we need them most, clinging to the very industry that steered us into crisis. And at the heart of it all is power, not just political power, but economic power. Fossil fuels have dominated for over a century, and every dollar invested in renewables chips away at that dominance. That's why the industry fights so hard to keep its subsidies flowing and its competition strangled. The EPA's actions aren't about protecting taxpayers. They're about protecting big oil. And Markey made sure that contradiction was laid bare for everyone to see. By the end of the exchange, the hearing had devolved into chaos, with the chair forced to intervene. But the contrast was undeniable. Markey came armed with facts and figures, while the EPA came armed with spin that couldn't hold up under scrutiny. This clash shows the stakes with crystal clarity. While big oil gets billions in subsidies, renewable programs that could reshape America's energy future are being sabotaged. Senator Markey exposed the contradiction at the heart of the EPA's argument. If there's evidence of fraud, why did your lawyer tell a federal judge the exact opposite? And that's the bigger lesson here. The fight over clean energy isn't just about science, it's about power. Power over markets, power over policy, and power over the future. So let's ask the question, are these programs being shut down because they're wasteful or because they work too well at cutting into fossil fuel profits? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And if you want more hard-hitting breakdowns of the hearings shaping our country's future, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one.